Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, welcome to Ancestors Love. My name is Danya Garson, and pretty much I'm the creator, of this channel. So in today's video, it's gonna be another story time. God damn it, please. We're currently at the park. Today's Thanksgiving, and I feel like I wanted to share this video because this video happened on Thanksgiving. It's exactly 1 year old, and it is a wild ass story. So in this story, we got, I'm gonna name the characters because I don't want to put people's names out there. We have Calipe, we have Vanilla, we have Bitchiana, and then we have, well, what did I say was gonna be her name? We're gonna say Katiana. Okay. We got Katiana, Vanilla, Calipe, and Bitchiana. And we have one more person. But I'm gonna just go ahead and say his name because I feel like it doesn't really matter. His name's John. Alright. So it's Friendsgiving. Actually not Friendsgiving, it's Thanksgiving. And my old roommates and I, we all decided let's go ahead and do a Friendsgiving. Let's have some friends over and pretty much do what you do on Thanksgiving. Eat and just be like, stuff your face. It's a little party, whatever. So, mind you, it's like my real first time being out on my own, living on my own or whatnot. Everybody's having a good time. People pull up to the crib. People are having a good time. Everything's fine. Peachy. Back then, I was very much protective of my energy. I would be in the party and literally leave. I'll show up, see who's out there, who all out there, and then leave and go to my room and just chill for a second. While at the party, I noticed that there was this one girl. She seemed really uncomfortable. Everybody at my roommates and whatnot, they were dancing very provocatively. It's normal, but she seemed really uncomfortable with it. So I just I grabbed her and I said, you want to go to my room? And I was like, let me go ahead and show you my cards and whatnot. And we just we're talking, and then I was like, what, I'm gonna use this opportunity to just do reading at this party because why not? So I go ahead, I talk to, that's when I start talking to John. John is a really tall ass dude. John is about I don't know how tall John is. John is big ass man. I think John literally has to duck to get through the door. So John and I were talking in the room. John was making me laugh and shit. And I started hearing a fucking screaming or some shit in the other room across the hallway, and it sounds like Vanilla. So I hear, I was like, this is really none of my business. Calipe and Vanilla are always fucking fighting. Their whole relationship is just toxic as fuck. I'm just I just hope in my mind, I'm I hope everything is okay, but I'm just not gonna engage right now. So I hear one of them leave, and the door closes. So after that, I go outside to go check up on, who's left in the room. And Vanilla's in the room, and she's in bed, and her top is up, and she's crying. I was saying, oh my God, Donnie, Calipe doesn't love me, Donnie. Calipe doesn't love me, Donnie. He doesn't love me. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? My intuition is telling me, my intuition in my head, I feel like this is Calipe just at the moment didn't want to have sex with her, and she's just being dramatic. I don't know what what happened. One thing leads to another. This bitch starts destroying her room and just starts throwing things, shattering her mirror. She's just throwing a mad tantrum. Amongst all of this, I'm feeling extremely sensitive spiritually, and I'm just I feel like there is an entity that is in possession of this girl. This is exactly why I do not fucks with alcohol. I do not like drinking alcohol. I believe that alcohol leaves you very susceptible to spirits, and especially low spirits at that, like low vibrational spirits. And I'm just like not with it. And I'm just like, I feel like there is, like, that whole night I was just thinking there is a demon inside of this child. Like, I cannot. So she's destroying her room, and she starts going fucking crazy, like acting wild. Just, Felipe doesn't love me, Felipe doesn't love me. Like, oh my God, the dramatics. I swear it was the telenovela. And so I'm just like, what the fuck? So she starts going batshit crazy. She starts yelling and screaming. By then, like, most of the people had already left the party. And, you know, that's good. Then she starts yelling and screaming. She's asking where Felipe is. She's like, where's Felipe? Where's Felipe? Basically with the intentions of trying to hurt Felipe for the fact that this man doesn't want to have sex with her. Of course, we don't know that this is, you know, the reasoning behind this. All we know is she's drunk as fuck and she doesn't have control over herself. But my intuition is letting me know something's up. Like this girl just didn't get what she wanted. And she, you know what? She's toxic like that. Like, men, ladies, if somebody is always forcing you to have sex and starts throwing tantrums when you don't want to, like, that's a clear red flag. You do not have to have sex just because your partner says that they want to have sex. You're not obligated to just because you're together now. Like, you don't need to have sex all the time. The other person can say no, and that's completely A-okay. And you can say no, and that's completely A-okay. Please respect other people's boundaries. So yeah, things got really bad. I had to literally lock Felipe inside my room to keep him separated from Vanilla, and Vanilla is still going batshit crazy. All right, like, it starts to get really bad because one of Felipe's friends is piss drunk too, and for some reason he just keeps saying like, oh, Vanilla told me that if she ever gets like this, apparently during the party, Vanilla had told him that if she gets like this and start acting crazy, he's the only one that's, you know, that should talk to her to be able to calm her down. This man, an annoying drunk. I feel like I'm embodying the energy that I had that night, and I was so annoyed with this man because he didn't want to go. Like, he didn't want to leave us, the roommates, to the situation and try to calm it down. Instead, he was just, I don't know what he wanted to do, but I guess he just wanted to be the person. I don't know. I can't speak on that. All I know is he was fucking annoying. So like I said, Felipe is locked in my room, okay, with John, and John is trying to, like, I told John to go ahead and stay with Felipe so that way Felipe doesn't suddenly feel the need to come outside to see how Vanilla is doing, because he would do some dumbass shit like this. So we, at some point, Vanilla ends up leaving the house, like, literally runs out of the house, runs into the middle of the street, y'all. Runs into the middle of the street, fucking hysterical, not even crying anymore. Now I just feel like she was being dramatic, not even crying anymore. Drops her body in the middle of the fucking road and just stays there. And I'm just like, bro, you can't. I'm going after her. I'm like, you can't be on the street. Like, I'm concerned. I'm like, I don't want a car to pull up and hit you. Okay, thankfully it was like late, probably 2 a.m., 3 a.m., something like that. It was late. And then I was like, you know what, let me just, you know, let's get up. She got up, and then she just drops her body on her neighbor's lawn. Now, this is bad, okay? I am the only black girl in this house. As a black woman, I know, like, you know, like, as a black woman, we all know the little shits that we cannot do. Like, trespassing on people's lawns and shit, that's one thing I was just always like, we don't do that. Because we all know how it could end. I was just like, now this bitch is on my neighbor's lawn. I feel some type of way because I got to come get her. And I'm not comfortable with that because I just don't know the type of people. I don't really know who our neighbors are. Then people could have a gun and try to shoot me because I'm trespassing on their property. Okay? And with Florida, they have the stand your ground rule. They will be well within their rights to do something like that. Okay, so here comes Felipe's drunk ass friend saying how he can pick Camila. He can pick Vanilla up. He can go ahead and pick Vanilla up. He goes ahead and picks Vanilla up and drops this girl. Like, literally drops her on the floor, and I'm just, whatever. So, we finally get her inside. I try to get her to take a cold shower to, like, wake her up. This girl hops out the shower, completely naked, in front of everybody. And I'm just like, no, baby, here's a towel. Use the towel, cover yourself up, you know. Like, I know it's not that big, it's not that big of a fucking deal. But I know that if she was in her right state of mind, she would be embarrassed and not want to do some shit like that. You know what I mean? So I was like, you know, here's the towel, wrap yourself up. But so we removed her from her room because her room is trash. There's glass all over the place, and she's barefoot, and she is deliberately trying to hurt herself. I mean, throwing herself on the ground, hitting herself on the forehead, and trying to fight us at the same time. I get fed up at some point and literally push this girl out of my way because I'm just like, I'm vexed at this point. I'm really, really vexed because it's late. She's acting fool, and we're trying to help you, and you're charging at us. She grabs her other roommate's hair and pulls it. Then we get her into our roommate's room, and she trashes that room. We get her in there to try to sleep because her room is trash. She trashes the room. My other roommate starts to cry. When I keep saying Camila, her name's Vanilla. When Vanilla finally, like, you know, closes her eyes for a little bit, I see, what was the other girl's name? My other roommate that she's sleeping in, like, my other roommate whose room that she's sleeping in, I see that she's crying because, you know, she's just a little bit disturbed by all the events that's happening. And, like, you know, like, all right, I get it. This is when the story gets really freaking hectic and crazy. So John and I, we decided, like, okay, we're gonna get Felipe to safety. We're gonna take Felipe. We're gonna, like, go ahead and drop him off somewhere at, you know, like at one of their friends' house, because they're all friends. I'm the only one that doesn't really know them like that, you know, like, I'm technically like the new girl. So we get Felipe to the car, and here comes Felipe's drunk ass friend. Bitchiana calls somebody over, like a dick appointment, so she could go ahead and get some dick. Okay, Bitchiana starts bitching about how this is so unfair and she just wants to go to sleep. She's like, oh my god, Nani, I just want to go to sleep. Like, I just want to go to sleep. This is so unfair. Like, this is so oh god, I can't stand her. That girl was always crying about how something was unfair. Like, he's like, this is so unfair. I just want to go to sleep. Then I just want to go to sleep. And I was like, so she's getting on my nerves because we all see the situation that's happening. I'm explaining this right now, and it seems like, okay, it's mellow, whatever. This was wild that night. Like, it was horrible. And I'm just annoyed because I'm like, you know, be sensitive to the situation. You see what's going on instead of you just crying about how you want. Because instead of you crying about how you just want to go to sleep and whatnot, you know, try to help out. Because the entire time, she wasn't even trying to help out. She was just instigating it. She lives for drama. And I couldn't stand her motherfucking ass energy. That girl didn't give a shit about any single person. Not one fucking person but herself. And all she cared about was money. And she loved it when money comes her way. So I could just tell, like, her crying about wanting to go to sleep wasn't really about her being bothered about being tired and sleepy or whatnot. She was just bitching because, like, she just wanted to bitch. Like, bitch, be honest. You just want to go ahead and get yourself some dick and go, like, let's be real, okay? So I'm in the heart. I'm like, yo, you know, be sensitive to the situation. And I am a pretty, like, in that house, I don't want to seem like I'm a saint, because I'm no saint. But, you know, whenever something will go down, I will always try to, like, mediate it, you know, and be like, yo, you know, let's just talk it out and, you know, see if we can reach a middle ground. But these heifers was just petty as all get out. Bitches, like, catty ass bitches, and petty as the fuck children. Straight up children. And go, like not even, I can't even call them women. I can't even call them grown women. They were just... That's the whole situation was beyond me, okay? So then she started getting disrespectful. She starts putting her little bird chest out and she started doing this. She's like, I'm not capping y'all. That's legit what she was doing. Puts her bird. I'm just like, at first she did it. I was like, all right, I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go. And she's like, don't even listen to my fan. Like, I just wanna go to sleep. And I know this bitch just wanna get some dick. That's it. Okay, you could just say that and leave and go. Like, no, she just gotta be dramatic. Everything has to be about her. Then she goes ahead and does it again. She's like, I'm just like, okay. So I tell this girl, I said, you get disrespectful. I'm paraphrasing because I really don't remember what the fuck I said, but I know that I came to her face and I said, talk to me like that one more time, I'm gonna go across your shit. Like, I'm gonna beat your ass. And I kid you not, that girl did not fucking blink. She didn't smile. She didn't smirk. She was still, and she had better be fucking still. Cause on God, I was irritated as the fuck. My patience was nowhere to be found at this point, and she had one more time. Not even one more time, because I gave her that fair warning. Now, she went ahead and she decided that she wanted to get with me and like, go toe-to-toe with me. Yeah, it was going to be on for real. Because I'm not going to let no punk-ass bitch disrespect me. Yes, I'm nice. I'm patient. I'm cordial. I like to keep the peace. I'm a whole light worker and whatnot. And, but I'm not here for the disrespect, baby. Do not come at me like that. So after that, I just leave her in her room. I walk back out. Okay, we try to get Felipe to safety. Here comes Felipe's drunk ass friend, and he starts getting into an altercation with Bitchiana's dick appointment. Felipe's friend is drunk off the shits, talking about how, he keep that thing on him, he is packing, he's this, that, and the third. Okay, like, he got goons. Like, this man is talking big and tough. Mind you, these are middle class children who has never, like, bro, this man was talking like he was big and bad, like he was gangster, like he was from the hood, like he was from the gutter. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, why you flagging like this? We all know what's up. And he's like, I keep that thing on me. Now here comes bitchy on his dick appointment. He's like, oh yeah, I keep it on me too. Pulls up his shirt, a gun. This is my face. I couldn't believe it. This is my very first time, my very first experience seeing a gun up close to my face. Like, back then I was 19 years old, 20? Nah, I was 20 years old. Yes, back then I was 20 years old. And I had never really seen a gun like that outside of a movie. I had never seen a gun outside of a movie. This man, he's in the doorway. Felipe's drunk ass friend is outside, like in our driveway. And like, this man literally lifts up his shirt, a gun. I'm in front of this man, literally right in front of him, and I'm just like, this can't be for real. A gray silver gun. I don't know what type of gun it is. I don't know the caliber. I don't know none of that. All I know is there is a gun staring me in front of my face. I am right in front of this man. So now I have to go into, chill out. You have to go into, let's talk it out, And then I tell this man, like, come on, you gonna shoot me too? Nigga, I don't even know you. You just pulled up to the crib. I seen you twice, maybe 3 times. And then he's level-headed. He's not drunk. He's just a dick appointment. He wasn't even at the party. He just pulled up to go ahead and get himself some pussy. And so, this man, he's calm. He's like, nah, mommy. He talking. No cap. I feel like if I had met this man on a different occasion or whatever, and he wasn't Gianna's like dick appointment, because you can't draw the line on that shit. You can't go to other niggas' mans. But the way he was talking to me, that nigga, he could, or whatever. So he was like, nah, mommy, it's like, I'm not gonna hurt you. I was like, okay. So Then he leaves our doorstep because he was at the front door. He leaves that, goes closer to Calipe's drunk ass friend. Calipe is in the car, is in John's car because we're trying to get him to safety. And then Calipe's friend is still talking at his motherfucking ass, still talking crazy. And here comes Bitchiana's dick appointment. He says, like, what's up with it then, you know, like. So I'm in front of Bitchiana's dick appointment. I'm trying to, like, you know, back him up and be like, yo, just chill out, whatever. Calipe's friend comes a little closer from behind me. And let me describe the driveway. The driveway, here is Bitchiana's car. Here is, damn, I forgot that girl's name again. Bitchiana and Katiana's car is right here. Bitchiana's dick appointment is in between the cars. I'm in front of him. Calipe's drunk ass friend is behind me. Like I said, Bitchiana's dick appointment came forward and whatnot. Came closer. Calipe's friend comes closer. I don't know who threw the first punch or what happened, but somebody swung. And as he swung, I grabbed the gun. I threw it under Katiana's car. Because I was like, they can go ahead and fade. They can fight all they fucking want to. But I don't want blood. Like, I don't want, you know, like, that kind of shit happening in front of my driveway. Like, that's just, I feel like I can't be at peace in my own house at this point, you know, if there's a dead body in front of my house. So I threw it under Katiana's car, and I just let him box it out, because one thing about it, I'm a small ass bitch. I'm not gonna step between these two grown ass men. They big, okay? They big and they thick, like they built. Me and my 128 pounds sat our asses to the left and was just like, you know, chill out. That's when thankfully John was there. John is taller than all of them. He's big too, but you know, he's not as thick as them, you know, whatever. And he's trying to separate them. Calipe comes out of the car to go help his friend, jumps on Bitchiana's dick appointment back like a piggyback ride and starts choking him from behind. Even though Bitchiana's dick appointment is out here fighting two people, this man is smoking their asses. After finally John was able to separate all of this and they were able to get separated, I see Calipe's friend with the, man, fattest fat I have ever seen in my entire life. And you know, he has a busted eye, he's bleeding somewhere. And then we get Calipe back in the car. Okay, then after that, Bitchiana's dick appointment asked me where his gun is. I was like, yeah, I'll get it for you. And I told him it's in the house, you know, like it's in the backyard where the patio is and whatnot, just to send him on a goose chase so that way, you know, like they could be separated. Okay, whatever. Then afterwards, I went under the car, I got his gun out, and I brought it to him. And I was like, here's your gun, whatever. It's not like I actually want the shit. It's cool. How about, let me tell you, while all of this has happened, Bitchiana calls the motherfucking cops. Here is why that's the problem. We're in a house. I'm underage. I don't know what anybody else's age in that house, but we're all well within the same range and age area. Okay? So we have hella alcohol. We have weed in the backyard. One of them, Calipe is a plug, okay? One of us, I'm not saying which one, because like even though I'm saying different names, like I'm not gonna say which one. One of us is an illegal immigrant. This is putting everybody at jeopardy at this point. At this point, we're all at risk of going to jail. This bitch was only thinking about herself. And to this day, I will never forgive this hoe for that one. She calls the cops. The cops pull up. And by some like miracle, as if Vanilla was faking it, Vanilla like just sobers up somehow. Oh, before all of that, Calipe's drunk ass man is talking to the cops and like saying how, oh, you know, like the fight happened ages ago, how come you guys are here now, this, that, and the third. pretty much, yeah, all of that. How come you guys now? And he's like, oh, I'm 21. I can drink. Come to find out, this man is only 20, just like me. He cannot drink. Okay, he's trying to make it seem like, I just wish he would shut the fuck up. And we told him this, because John and I told him this. We're like, John, okay, me and you, we're going to talk to the police, because we're clearly the only fucking sane ones here. This man, he's like, no. As soon as the cops pull up, this man does not listen. Starts yapping. John and I couldn't even speak anymore at that point. We just let this man talk. Okay. After all of that, like I said, Vanilla, by some miracle, as if she was faking it, sobers up, is able to come to talk to the cops. No, the cops had asked if they could come inside or some shit like that. And they're about to go in. Like I said, one of us, Felipe is a plug. So I go inside. I go where his stash is at, and I take it out from where it's at, and I go hide it. And so Vanilla comes and sees the cops, and it's like, no, I don't give you authorization to be here. You don't have my permission to be here. Like, no cap. That's how she sounds. I don't give you my authorization to be here. Like, leave my property. This is my property. Leave. They leave. Okay, the cops leave. Cool. And she was asking, then she's like, where's Felipe? I'm like, yo, Felipe left already. He's left. He's gone. He's not here anymore. He's not in the house. Mind you, Felipe's outside in the car. We know that if she had her hands on Felipe, she would beat this man's ass. Because she's abusive. She's an abusive type person. I would be in the house and they will constantly be arguing. You would hear this, like her throwing blows at this man. That's why I said the whole relationship was fucking toxic and they should have been separated. Everyone closest to them and around them have always told them to separate. Everyone has told Felipe to separate from her. But, I don't know. This bitch must have some bomb-ass pussy because, on God, that man was here all day, every day, 25-8, up this girl's ass and to the left. So we get in the car. We finally leave with Felipe. We leave with Felipe. We go ahead. We take it to Felipe's drunk-ass friend's dad's house. While in the car, John is yelling at Felipe's drunk friend and saying how, dude, you fucking owe me. You literally just put all of us at risk, with your bullshit, with your shenanigans. You put all of us at risk. You put me at risk. Like, if I was to get arrested, that would be really bad for my family because he supports his family. I don't know if he's the main breadwinner, but I know, he really, really supports his family. His money, his cash goes to the family and whatnot, and being able to take care of his home and his household. You put me at risk. I don't remember if he was saying that, his green card was also at risk, because I was on a green card, and God damn it, if the cops went in the backyard, went inside that house, went inside the rooms, all of us, I would have been deported. One. The other, I'm not illegal. I have a green card, but the person who's actually illegal would have been deported. It was just bad. We would have just been in jail. Like, oh my God. So as I'm in the car, I'm like, I turn around, I look at Felipe. I turn around, this man is soaked in blood. From that fight, what's his face? Bitchiana's dick appointment broke his nose somehow. And like I said, this man is fighting two people at the same time and only came out with a scratch. Like the smallest fucking scratch on his head. Anyways, from then on, that next day and whatnot, after everything calmed down, that's when I actually finally broke down in tears while talking on the phone with Katiana, because I was just like, ooh, this whole situation just had me shaken up. I had a gun in my face. Motherfuckers was fighting. Bitches was trying to fight me even though I was trying to help them out. Like, rooms is destroyed. Felipe has a broken nose. This nigga has a black eye as well as scratches and bruises all over fucking him from a fight. Like, a lot. Too much. But the next day, I sat everybody down. We had a house meeting. I said, you would not, man, what's the thing again? I said, you would not play with me like this. You are not going to play with my life like this ever again. This is the last time. What's that voicemail of that grandma? I am not your mama, not your nanny. This is the last time you disrespect me. Damn, that voicemail is so funny. I wish I could remember it. But yeah, I sat everybody down. I was like, you're not gonna sit here and play with my life like this. You're not gonna put my life in jeopardy. And you're not like, that wasn't, like after this, we were cool or whatever. But out of the whole group, my old roommates, I washed my hands of them and let it go. But I definitely had to share that story because that shit was just funny. Like now it's funny, but yeah, I just had to tell that story. And plus Thanksgiving, this happened Thanksgiving like a year ago, the 1 year anniversary. Just had to share that. So again, that is it. Signing off, y'all. This is Ancestry Love. I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. The YouTube algorithm somehow makes it work so that way other people could see and the channel could grow. So, yeah, that's it. I'll see y'all next time.